am RedCyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on, world?
Chillin', Merc. How you doing?
Oh, we're good. We got another movie to cover.
Yes, sir.
For our comic book store theater. Superhero and comic book movies of 2000 to 2022.
Yes, sir.
We got the Pussycat. I keep saying Pussycat dolls. Josie and the Pussycats.
Not the first team you think of when you go to superhero, but they are stars of an Archie comic, right?
Yes, they're a spin-off of an Archie comic, which hints Riverdale.
And I see that's like the one common thread, right?
Yeah.
Then is that this city town?
So if you remember,
what is that?
In the beginning when they were on the tour bus, they passed Riverdale.
Is that the name of the school?
Archie's hometown.
That's the hometown. Okay, thank you.
And right now they actually have a show called Riverdale, which is based on Archie.
Okay, and that's on what is it?
CW?
WB or whatever? CW. Yeah, I forget. They changed the name so many times. Yes.
So yes, Josie and the Pussycats. It fits in because it is based on a comic book.
Okay.
So it's comic book based, and it came out on the comic first before it came a cartoon and a movie. So it had many team ups with Scooby Doo as well.
All right. That's how you know you made it. You team up with Scooby Doo.
Yep.
Just ask Batman.
Was there ever a Jabberjaw team up with Scooby Doo?
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to say I think so.
Because they were the same fucking classic people. It's just different outfits.
Was there ever a Magilla Gorilla with Scooby Doo? I don't think so.
No,
right?
I don't think so.
Xana Barbera
Scooby-Doo team with Jabberjaw.
They did team up with the ones that had that living car though, right? Remember?
Yes, they did. I remember that one.
And I don't mean didn't they team up with Herbie? Damn, man, they probably did also.
They have Scooby-Doo Mysteries All-Stars. Which
Okay.
it teamed up
Scooby,
Captain Caveman, Jabberjaw, and that Kirby car, the car.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, not a lot like releases this week. I know Power Rangers Hasbro has a Power Ranger thing on, I think this week on Tuesday, so they're probably announcing some figures and stuff like that. Same thing with Marvel. They just announced the Thor Love and Thunder figures, and they look pretty sick.
Are they regular style, or are they gonna be like some type of deluxe figure?
No, the Marvel Legends. So basically,
just a regular line? Okay.
Yeah, it's Marvel Legends, and then I think they have I forgot who's the builder figure, but they have like the 80s looking Thor, which is I think it's Ravage Thor, which is he kind of looks like he looks like Terry Bogard in this outfit. He has like the jean jacket and shit, the red shirt and the jeans and shit. But it looks really cool. This is the first time you're actually getting a look because they have not had a trailer yet for this movie at all, and it comes out not that long from now. So
okay.
Hopefully when Thor, I think what they're gonna do is that the first trailer of this movie you're gonna see with Doctor Strange.
Now, isn't this similar to what happened with Loki when they had the figures come out, and then it was like characters that was like there? They showed how the Loki with the coat. Yeah. And that was like before the show, I think it was.
Yeah. The figures kind of spoil shit sometimes. So I sent you a picture of it. So look at Ravager Thor. He looks like Terry Bogard. You just give him a baseball hat.
Yeah, true. True.
But yeah, they looking pretty cool. I'm actually really excited for that movie. I hope because you're gonna have the mix of the Guardians in that movie as well, so it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
And Doctor Strange is like right around the corner, like maybe in 3 weeks.
Makes sense.
I gotta pre-order my movies. Talking about movies, me and the Jinkies with his boys, we went to see Sonic 2.
Okay, good stuff.
The funny shit is, so the backstory, me and Jinkies saw Sonic 1, and it was right the day or two right before everything got shut down.
Okay.
So we got to see Sonic right before the world shat its bed.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, you know what? We got to see Sonic 2 together because this shit happened to us. So Sonic 2 was the next one. So if you're a fan of Sonic, you're going to love it. If you're a fan, just a family movie kind of person, where you want to bring your kids, it's a fun, silly enough movie that the parents and the kids will enjoy a lot. It still has those human elements that those tropes of those kind of movies do, but you know for a fact Sonic is the star of this movie, and that's something that I really appreciated, especially in the first one too. Sonic was the star of this movie, and same thing with this one. Sonic is the star of this movie.
Good.
This one also, like they did a lot of love for the game in the first one, but this one just like did so much. There's so many little things here and there, even with the water bubble, that they kind of like showed in this movie, and it was really cool shit. Without giving too much spoilers into it, they build a part 3. You know it's gonna happen. How they build the characters and how they brought everything together was really cool. I kind of like how Knuckles was talked with Idris Elba. I kind of liked his character a lot. He had some really moments that will make you laugh because he's just kind of clueless of what the world is and everything. Sonic and Tails were pretty much the partner in crime each other, and they were great characters together as well. And it didn't oversaturate the human elements either. They were there, but they weren't really there a lot of the time. And when they did, it was meant for something. Also, shout outs, fucking Jim Carrey is fucking killing it as Dr. Robotnik. He was entertaining as hell. He went more psychotic in this one because he was stuck in a fucking island full of mushrooms since the first one. So he just became mad and more fucking aggressive and things like that. Him bringing how he brought Knuckles in, how he brought this and that. It was really well done. It was a really fun movie. I recommend watching it. Take your kids. Go see it by yourself. And make you more of a fan because they did a good job. Like it's a really fun movie, and yeah.
How was Tails?
Tails was cool, and the person that talks to him in the cartoon, in the cartoon and in the video games, that was the voice of Tails. So they kept it true to that nature, and the dynamic between Sonic and Tails, him like flying with Sonic and things like that was actually kind of cool too, and just seeing like Knuckles glide and like fucking dig himself, like you saw the elements they do in the video game into this thing, and they actually did it really well. So I say it was honestly, like if we go back to our video games, the video game movie list, I say this is one up over Sonic 1. Like I like this one a lot more because it just had so much more into it. As Sonic 1 was great, this one's even better. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this after this movie though.
Good to hear.
Yeah, and there's a big end credit scene, so do not leave too early because that's something that's really important for the next movie.
Okay, cool.
I like where they're going. I really like where they're going. But yeah, and this funny thing is talking about watching this watching the movie and things like that. It kind of got me into the bug to watch the old Channel 7 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
I don't remember that one being. So here's the way I thought about it. It looked cool, right? But I think when you actually watched it, it wasn't like great.
It was okay.
And so that's how I felt about that one. I actually liked the other one more, the silly one.
Because I think that was more Looney Tune-ish.
Yeah, it just the jokes were really well written on that show. So I think that was my thoughts on those.
Sonic was the first character to have two cartoon simultaneously.
That's interesting.
Because they both came out at the same time.
One after the other?
Yeah, and they were just directed by two different people. Two people had the rights to the cartoon.
Gotcha.
I remember the theme song. I think that's what really hyped me up for that.
Yeah. That was the look and feel of that first show. Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah.
Like they took the cool elements of Sonic, but I just remember being like, it was almost, not for nothing, it was almost a little bit like that Zelda cartoon.
Yeah.
The dynamic between, like that level of dynamic between Sonic and Sally was like that. So yeah.
I liked the comic books a lot. I remember, so funny thing is, I think I probably said this on the cast, but there's probably one of the biggest writers in Marvel and independent comic books nowadays. He has a lot of his stories are movies now, like Wanted, Kick-Ass, and he wrote the first Civil War, Mark Millar. He started on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gotcha.
He started on the first 10 comic books of Sonic the Hedgehog. And the comics were really good. Like, I actually, to this day, I think I have the first like full run when it was on Archie. Like, I think I have all the whole run, because there was a point that my mom used to find them right next to her job, and she used to just grab me new issues every single time. And those comics are so good, and I actually started going back and reading them on Comixology, and they're really good. They're really well written, and the storylines are really good.
Do you remember like what was it trying to tell you? Which type of Sonic was this trying to be?
So this was the cartoon. This was the Channel 7 Sonic, 100%. Like with the characters, the surrounding characters and stuff.
Okay.
This comic was based on that.
Gotcha.
But it was more like you got more of the storyline, you got more of the adventures, you got kind of more of the history of Sonic the Hedgehog, where he's from, and things like that. You also got the build up of Metal Sonic, which was a fucking awesome build up. Like that I think it was like a 5-issue like build up for Mecha Sonic, and then I think issue 50 was the big like stand down of Sonic, Mecha Sonic, and Sonic. That comic book, to this day, I remember that comic book because I was so excited for that cover. That cover is sick.
Gotcha.
So, like, there was a lot of good Sonic comic books. You know what? I got to send you some links, and I'll send you some so you can check them out, because they were really fun. They were really good reads. And that's why he lasted such a long time. Like, honestly, I think his comic book run is more successful than the video games. That's hard to say.
I mean, they're probably more well reviewed. That's for sure.
Yes. Like,
I don't know about money wise, because they can't stop making them because they make so much money.
Yeah. No. Like just like in like fan base wise, I think the Sonic comic books have a.
They probably have happier people in the comics.
Yes, very happy, because 03, oh no, 06, Sonic 06.
Yeah, 06. Even Forces let people down. There was that one that was on the oh god, why? Yeah, Shadow. There's a lot of oofs. There's a lot of that in the Sonic timeline.
Yes, there's a lot of questionable times.
It's not for them not trying, right? They try a lot. They try to innovate. It's just the gameplay is the part that I think they overthink so much.
Yeah.
When it comes to Sonic, like Merc, the first 3 games were loop-de-loops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a little thing, a little blue man-hog running on a track that was doing loop-de-loops, and that's what people thought was cool. Like, and then they tried to turn it into something else, and it's like, nah, man,
it's so bad soundtrack.
Yeah, like, see, and the thing about 1 and 2, Adventure, I give them credit because they kept at least the music, right? Regardless of like your taste in music, it's not that okay. I love all the music in Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic 2, but they went for like their aesthetic, and they went with it hard, right? So like there's like that band that's famous for playing the songs and whatnot. Like, but they went for it, right? So at least throughout time, those songs, like they lasted. The song when you fight, freaking, I think it's Chaos at the end of the game.
Oh, that's
the first
opening
one.
game. The opening song. Too.
The opening song,
that
like,
song is fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that song, and then that's the one where you're going down the hill in part 2. Like, everybody knows that song, right? Yeah. And then the title song, Live and Learn. That's just a thing.
They always have good soundtracks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, see, but some people might hear that and like they don't like that poppy rock music. But again, I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. It's the fact that they went for an aesthetic and they stuck with it.
And it also fit the character.
And that's the other part of it. They give you an image of Sonic. Yeah. And so for that, I say the first 2 adventures are like, okay, I give them credit on that. Yeah. You go back and play it. Sonic Adventure 1 don't really hold up that much. And 2, any level where you're not playing as Sonic or Shadow is kind of bad. Yeah. Like those Knuckles levels, I know what they were going for with the puzzle pieces and finding the emeralds, but dude, that space level, if you get lost, like because it's RNG for where they are, if you get a bad setup, that is like hell. I love the song, but playing it and being like, oh, I have to go to the top of this level. Yeah. And when I'm just saying it from experience, I know for a fact that if you get the bad spawn on that level, that you could see stuff you probably haven't seen in years, because like usually it's at the bottom. I'm like, I might actually do some like Sonic streams just to like for the movie wise and just go through 1, 2, 3 and shit. Why don't you just play Mania? Just play Mania. I could do just Mania too. Mania's fucking. Keep it safe. I love that game. I beat it even with the additional characters too. Like I actually really love that game. Okay. That was one of Tommy's challenges. Like I made him play that game because I was like, yo, this is probably the best Sonic game you ever played. Yeah. 100%. I'll stand high with that too. Like that's probably the best Sonic game you'll play. Those new things, didn't they introduce like new mechanics too, or no? A little bit. Like they have more of the standing run, the jumping dash and things like that. They added. They fixed a lot of those things. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Have you played it? No, I haven't. But I only play the base game. I haven't touched anything special. Well, I never beat it, so I have to actually beat that. The characters, the additional characters, doesn't really change the game much. They're not that great anyway. Like I actually don't care for the 2 characters they added. I would have took like the alligator and I guess the chameleon just cause, but they didn't really need those characters. I think Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were 100% fine. The game kind of adjusts with Tails and Knuckles, like the gameplay, like you go into the stages a little different with them. So that's one thing I actually appreciated. Like they actually have the levels of their speed and things like that. So they kind of had to adjust with the flight or the gliding and things like that. So they were smart about it. And Sonic Mania is fantastic. Like I recommend that to anyone. But yeah, a lot of Sonic love. I might start streaming some Sonic games, so stay tuned. You need to play all the bad ones. That's what I gotta say. Or the ones that have scored the lowest. That's what you need, because some of them people like them, right? But I'm just saying, a lot of them people are like, why does Sonic Unleashed exist? And you know what I'm talking about. Look at the cover. That's all I mean. Right? I know there's parts where you run. Unleashed wasn't the worst. No, but that's not what I mean, Mark. Yeah. Look at the cover of the game, Mark. Yeah. Why is that gotta be like that? I don't know. Like they you know what? Give it a Sonic. Like honestly, you don't see Mario like doing those kind of extreme measures to try to make a new game. You don't see Mario turning into a werewolf or anything. He'll get a new hat with a power up. He'll get a new hat. But he ain't turned into a werewolf. Mario's played it safe. Yo, Nintendo, don't listen. I will sue you if Mario turns into a werewolf in the next game. I will sue you hard because you sue everybody. So I'm gonna sue you. I mean, but how far do you think Catsuit Mario went? Not that far. It just was the pajamas catsuit. Okay, all right. And then why Mario's was yellow and everyone else was the color coordinated? That's weird. That is. I'm just saying. His should be red. It should have been red. Should have been red. But no.
He had a yellow one.
I'm gonna do that for you, Barry. I don't know how. I don't see again. There's not a service. Well, maybe they are not all on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Are they? All the Sonic games are.
Oh, you know what?
I know Sonic 06 was on PS3.
It was 360. I might have
That's the same
it might
era,
be on
so-
Game Pass. Oh God, I hate you.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
let
You
me
gotta look
enjoy
the Game
some
Pa-
of them then. So let me start. I'll start from the beginning, and I'll do one a week, and I'll actually finish the old ones first, and I'll get to the
Okay.
3D ones. I'll record myself playing and shit. I will try to get past those games. I'm not guaranteeing me finishing them because I swear to God, 06 is gonna get me fed up. Probably in the same exact part that got me fed up the first time.
Okay.
And I probably turn it off and want to break it. Because that game was very frustrating because you will fly off the fucking platform for no reason.
Yep.
The gust of wind will just hit you on the right side and you're not even near wind and it'll fly you off the damn thing. Those games were bad.
Yeah.
You know which one wasn't that bad? The one that you made your own character, Sonic Forces. I thought it was
It wasn't
okay.
that bad. Okay.
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
I made Doom.
The one. Do you remember the one before that? The
Colors
one that debuted on no, not that one. Okay, there was one that debuted on Switch. Do you remember that one?
the 7.
Where the world was like spinning around, like they used the gyro for it,
I think it was like the 7 Rings or some shit. It was like something night.
and that game turned out to be buggy and broken.
Sonic. It was like a night thing. Like he had a sword and shit.
No, that was the one on the Wii, Sonic and the Black Knight.
Yeah. Which one?
That was the one on the Wii. That's
So
a
which one are you
different
talking about?
The one I'm talking about was on Switch.
Switch. You talking about Sonic Rush?
Sonic Rush wasn't that the racing game? The other racing game? Because he had two racing
It was the
games.
one with the cat.
I believe it was the one with the cat.
Sonic.
So there's a lot, Merc. There's a lot, and I
know
I know
exactly
Sonic
the game you're
Hero
talking
is
about,
not the
though.
game.
Lost World.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Lost World.
Lost World.
Did you ever
yeah.
play Lost World?
I did not.
That game I heard was just like buggy, like in a bad way.
It doesn't look good. The one, this, because I thought you were talking about the other one on 3DS. Oh, it wasn't 3DS. It was DS. It was Sonic. I think it was Sonic. Yeah, it had a cat character.
Oh, it was Wii U. This wasn't Switch.
I think it was Advance. I don't know. It was Sonic DS games. And I liked the Chronicles. Chronicles was actually pretty good. Yeah, Sonic Rush. It was called Sonic Rush.
It was.
And it had the cat. That was actually a really good game. The Sonic Advances were pretty good too. The Sonic Colors was good. Like you go through a lot of the games and shit like that. There were some strong ones. I loved Sonic Generations. I thought the 3DS version was better than the console version. The console version was pretty good.
Okay. So Sonic, this is 06, has the lowest score. Let's see,
Sonic
what else is
Chronicles
there?
was really good. That was made by
Sonic is Rise of Lyric was the other game I was thinking
Rise of
of.
Lyric.
There we go. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. That was the game that was busted and broken. That has the lowest Metacritic score.
Sonic Boom has a couple of games.
But that's on Wii U. Okay, that's the game I was thinking of. Because I knew it had Knuckles in it. Because I saw glitches of Knuckles like flying off into space and stuff.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, but there's tons of Sonic games. Shout out to Sonic. Well, yeah, I'll probably play some of them. So let me see which ones I could get my hands on, and I'll send you a list of what I could get my hands on.
Okay.
Let me see what we can play. What else? Moon Knight been good. Second episode is up. Halo been good. Third episode's up. There's a lot of good TV right now.
I have seen the first episode of Moon Knight.
I liked it.
It was actually really good, and I think the way that everything, the way the powers unfold and the events unfold in that show, I think it's a unique take on that because I've never seen it
Yeah.
quite done that way where where your man just loses time and stuff. Something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but that man over there is dead. That man over there, yeah, he dead.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that's a unique way of doing that. So
Yeah.
it definitely has me interested in what's going on. Like the main character played by Oscar Isaac, I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I still haven't watched the full second episode yet, so I do gotta watch it probably today. But I heard there's been great things about it. People have been shitting on it too, but they honestly, I don't think half y'all don't even know who Moon Knight is, so let them tell the story.
Mm-hmm. I love
like
the voice too.
Yeah.
If that's Mark Spector,
Yeah.
don't give it to him. Just looking kind of like is that Batman?
Well,
No,
Mark Spector is him in the English regular act, like a regular American accent, and then there's one the God
Mhm.
is the other one that's talking. He's the one that was saying, "Don't give it in."
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Because he doesn't sound like a god. He sounds like a regular dude.
yeah. He sounds like he reminds me of Venom a little bit.
Okay, are you sure? Because I thought it was the other guy.
It could be.
In his
I could
head.
be wrong, but I know for a fact that the God also talks, and he was the one that was when he first met the main villain. Well, those villains are going to be the main villain.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and at that scene, I thought it was I thought because of the manner in which he spoke, because he spoke too casual.
Yeah.
For me to think of him as a god, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't speak in thou and thee and anything like that. So I was like,
But you gotta realize how bored that God is.
all right, you know what? I didn't take that into consideration. All right,
That's the thing about him. Like he's bored out of his mind and he took over people. That's different.
yeah. I mean, all right, that's a different perspective I didn't think of.
Yeah.
But yes.
So he kind of
Yeah, he
talks
did
like
sound bored. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Yeah, he did sound a little bored.
he's getting mad over shit. Yeah, that's him. Like I actually like his character. I'm digging where they're going with it. I'm kind of digging the style of the show. I need to watch the finish second episode. There's only 6 episodes, so it's almost like it's halfway there right now. Definitely check it out. Check out Halo. Halo's actually been solid too. Like it's a good sci-fi show. Like I recommend if you have Paramount or find a way to get free Paramount, check out Halo or find it for free somewhere. If you have Xbox Game Pass, I think they give you the episodes for free. So
Okay, that makes sense.
they're actually really good. I'm actually digging the style of the suit and how it moves and things like that too. Like they're doing a good job. They have a really big budget, so they're
Good.
spending that money.
Good.
Yeah, I actually dig it. It's 3 episodes in right now. I think they air every Thursday on Paramount. Moon Knight airs every Wednesday on Disney Plus. Right after Moon Knight, I think it's Obi-Wan that starts next month. So there's more stuff that we're gonna be covering on Not a
Yeah,
Trekkie.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obi-Wan.
On Not a Trekkie, we are also doing the Book of Boba Fett review. So stay tuned for those things. And
Gotcha.
then we're gonna start the Clone Wars cartoon.
Okay. I still haven't seen that. Yeah.
Oh, we're starting a lot of shit. So right now, just a little update of what we're doing on the cast. So on Shell Shock, we are starting the next mutation, the Saban Ninja Turtles, 1996.
Not
It
good?
is what it is.
Damn.
On the Morphin cast, we are right now pretty much indulging into the Sentai of for Mystic Force, so which is Magjo Ranger, and so far I'm 30 episodes in, and within the first 10 episodes is superior than Mystic Force.
Okay.
It's just
Understood.
straight balls out action, and there's a lot more story and a lot more story building and a lot more of everything. And the Zords are always way better in the Sentai, so that's been good. I'll Shell Shack. Oh yeah, we talked about it already. Not a Trekkie, we'll be doing the Book of Boba Fett, and we're gonna start the Clone Wars series, and then we also will probably review Obi-Wan when it's finished. And then Game of Rage, we pretty much just been picking up very regular topics. If you guys have any systems or anything like that we want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. But right now, we're just picking random stables of games. Like last one, we did the superhero video games, and now maybe next week we'll probably do some first-person shooters and things like that. So, yeah.
Wait, you already? I was trying to think of how many did you already do. Did you complete the Disney afternoon?
Of me playing them?
Yeah, of all their games that they've had.
I have done it on my YouTube channel a while ago.
So has Tommy gone through every Disney afternoon themed game?
You know what? I think one of my challenges was Darkwing Duck. He never finished it.
Okay, so he has. So did you? Okay, there's Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Did you give him that one?
No, I have not.
Okay, then there's Ducktales. Did you give him that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't give him none of the other ones besides Darkwing Duck.
Oh, that's the only one. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I was thinking like finish those for him. Like give him the rest of the.
You know
Disney
what? Right now,
afternoon.
there's no excuse because they have them for like $4 on the Switch. So
Yeah.
he has to. Like, I actually have the original copies of them too.
Mhm.
But I think, you know what? I might do the Ducktales for his next challenge.
Okay, that's a good one. That's like the NES Ducktales or
NES
the remaster one.
I either one. I don't mind the remaster one. I think they kind of had the same difficulty.
Yeah.
So this one looks slightly better just because it's updated.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, either one of those would be fine. But yeah, I know Darkwing Duck was a hard game. That's the reason why I knew he was not gonna finish it.
Oh, true.
It's a good game, but it's hard.
I don't know about the Tailspin game. I know it exists, but I've never actually seen it.
So there was two.
In motion.
There was two.
Really?
There was one. There was a Sega Genesis exclusive one that you were mainly blue, and it was kind of like a side scroller and things like that. Then there's one that NES, which you were just in a plane, and it was kind of Mega Man-ish, but you're just in a plane.
That's the one I'm familiar with,
Yes.
like the pictures of seeing. So
That's the one that's on the collection.
I didn't even know the Genesis one existed.
Yeah, I didn't know either, and then I found it for like $10.
Nice.
And I have Gargoyles. Gargoyles has
Gargoyles I have. That's one of my favorite Genesis games. Like it has systems on top of systems.
Yeah.
Like it's got wall clings, it's got dive kicks, it's got like gliding and all types. Like it's good, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Oh, one thing I decided to do once I get my stuff like kind of caught up, I am gonna collect the rest of the NECA Gargoyle figures.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I caught Bronx on pre-order on Target, so I caught him. I missed Demetria, or whatever her name is, the girl.
I know who you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I forgot her name.
I missed her.
Demona. Yeah.
Demona. I might have to look her up, but I pre-ordered Hudson. I pre-ordered Brooklyn. I pre-ordered Lexington. I pre-ordered the little one. What's his name? Madison, I think his name is. I don't know.
I forgot.
He's the one I always forget the name, but I pre-ordered him on Big Bad Toys, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I'm just mad. This penguin figure looks like Paul Heyman. Like why? It looks like ECW era Paul Heyman.
Yo, he looked like. If you watch the movie, he looked like Paul Heyman.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Colin Farrell. You wouldn't even notice that it was Colin Farrell either.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was in that movie.
Yeah. He was like full makeup. He actually getting a spin-off show, I think.
That penguin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
okay.
so the little one I got right. His name is Lexington.
Okay.
It's the big one. I always forget his name.
What's his name?
What's the chubby one's name? I know Bronx is the dog-looking one. And then the villain is like Goliath backwards. It's Telgog.
Yeah, I see it. It's Tylog. Yeah,
Tylog,
I see
yeah.
it. I see the picture for him right here.
So, what is chubby one. that's
I find it funny that he comes with a gun and a briefcase.
yeah.
That's great.
What's his name?
Oh man.
can't find his name. Oh my god, what's his name? They're giving me everyone besides the fucking one I'm looking for.
Did they
Characters, there we go.
did they have the Oh, I always ask this question. It's still no Lisa.
No, Lisa. They only doing the gargoyles for right now.
He likes that.
Oh my god, I can't see it. I have something with his name and I can't see it. God damn it. Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
No, that's not Brooklyn. Brooklyn's the brown one.
No. Listen, man, it's been too long. I haven't watched that show in so long. Couldn't even tell you.
Why can't I just give me the fucking list of people? Oh, that's shopping. That's why. I'll tell you right now. Broadway.
Okay.
His name is Broadway. That's the chubby one.
Makes sense.
And Lexington is the little one. Brooklyn is the brown one. And Hudson's the old guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna collect them. I kind of like the figures. I kind of see how I'm gonna put them. Like they're gonna go on top of the display case, and I'm gonna see if I could get like little styrofoam gargoyles so they could actually look like they perch.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but yeah, they look so cool. Like I have the one here, the Goliath, and it looks so sick. So I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, they definitely did a really good job on those. So
I could see. No, this is a fan art. I was like, that's not right, real. They made a gargoyle version of Elsa.
who's that?
No, Eliza.
Oh. There wasn't an episode that happened, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying there wasn't. I think there might have been. I'm not sure.
Man, I'm still going to see through season 2 like very little by little, like because there's season 2 is so many episodes. It's not. It's good and it's bad. Like they have a lot of good stuff and there's a lot of bad stuff.
Gotcha.
But season 1 is like their gold.
Okay.
The first season is amazing. The second season, it has its good storylines. It has its bad storylines. It has a lot of fillers. But it's like 60 something episodes.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
And then
sense.
the third season sucked.
Oh man, I never even saw.
That was like they changed the art style. They changed the art style and it became the Goliath Chronicles.
Okay. Definitely did not see that. Okay.
All right.
Oh, you don't. I don't need to. I wonder who has it though. Is that just on Disney?
Disney Plus, yeah.
Oh, they even had the third season. Wow.
Oh, I've been watching it since the day it came on Disney Plus. Like that was the first show I started on Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
The first thing I turned on Disney Plus, I went straight to Gargoyles and I started watching it because I'd never watched the show.
Gotcha.
So I watched the first season and it was fucking amazing. I was like, damn, I missed this out. Like I'm actually very happy I got to watch it now because I understand it more of the storyline and it was really well done.
Okay. That's cool.
I recommend watching it. Like if you have nothing to do, watch some episodes, especially season 1. It's fucking fantastic.
But I have to watch stuff like Josie and the Pussycats. I can't watch Gargoyles.
Yeah, that's true. Good segue.
So continuing on in the 2000s, right? So we are at 2001.
Yep.
We have Josie and the Pussycats. It is PG-13, an hour and 38 minutes, and where's the debut? It debuted here in the US. It says April 6th. I guess then the premiere was, well, that's interesting. How's the premiere after the date of the movie came? That's whatever. You see it, Mark. That's weird. Anyway, April 6th is what I'm going to go with because that premiere being further back is dumb. It is directed by Harriet Elfont and Deborah Kaplan. Do they sound familiar to you, Mark? Any works?
I have no clue. Let me see what they did. He did Can't Hardly Wait. That makes a lot of sense. And he did Leap Year. That makes also a lot of sense.
Okay.
How was the other person?
I see they both worked on the Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas.
God. They both should get burned for that.
How dare you?
That movie was terrible.
Yeah, it was, but it was so long ago.
They
can
did
get
the
away
Brady
with
Bunch
that.
movie.
They can get away with that. Yeah, I mean that was. I don't remember that whether that was good or bad. I just remember that being on at one point. So I couldn't even tell you.
There are a lot of rom-coms, a lot of romantic comedy shit.
Okay. Both also in the writing credits, right? And movie stars: Rachel Lee Cook as Josie McCoy,
Yep.
Rosario Dawson as Valerie Brown, Tara Reid as Melody Valentine, and so that's the three in the band. Also Gabriel Mann as Alan M. Paul Costanzo as Alexander Cabot, Missy Pyle as Alexandra Cabot.
They made me laugh. So
Cabot.
they
Yeah,
were fucking scumbags.
Brother sister, the managerial duo. Alan Cumming as Wyatt Frame.
He was my favorite character.
Parker Posey as Fiona. Tom Butler as Agent Kelly. Carson Daly was in the movie as himself.
Yes.
Aries Spears, oh man, that was pretty stupid. As the other Carson Daly, which I thought was
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
And then the boy band.
So they don't have them just. Where's the name of the?
Alexander
Big
Martin
group.
is one.
Because whatchamacallit, Seth Green's not up here, and you know he was there with the top hat.
Definitely a Seth Green. It was Donald's Faison.
Yeah, Faison. Yeah.
It was. I always forget this dude's name. I remember him in Road Trip, and I can't.
Okay, so Du Jour was the band's name.
Yeah.
And so let me see if I have some of them. Donald Faison as DJ Du Jour. Seth Green as Travis Du Jour. Breckenmeyer as Marco Du Jour.
Yeah, Breckenmeyer. Yeah.
So those are the other three. Yeah. Okay. Also Eugene Levy, which I thought was hilarious. His cameo was pretty funny as a little PSA. Like, so this movie, I didn't realize how much of a comedy it was.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. I remember it existing, like, oh yeah, they made a real life movie of something a cartoon I never watched. So it, yeah. And then that's basically it. I did not know there was anybody I knew that was in it.
Yeah.
And it's starring, one of the main stars is Rosario Dawson. I'm like, what? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So it was, I mean, it's kind of like a time capsule movie because this is super 2000. Like, this is like, if it's almost funny that we see this is 2001, but I feel like this movie, like, it feels like watching this movie that the 2000s were already in the complete whole thing, like in the swing of things, because you already have that generation of boy bands in this movie.
Yes.
Being made fun of.
Yeah.
You already have them, like, with just the way they're disposable and whatnot, and that's like the main plot of it, of freaking Alan Cummings' character, super evil, the super evil manager that in the beginning of the movie basically plots the demise of the freaking boy band, the hottest boy band in the world, just because they start having a fight on the floor. He's like, oh, this is it. They're not. Once they started questioning their fame, he's like, oh no, they had the morality came. We got to go. And him and the pilot jump out of the plane. Like, this is in the first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, and they made it seem like this is not the first time.
Oh yeah, that's the protocol.
Yeah, it was not the first time. So he murdered a bunch of boy bands. Just
bunch of them.
or a bunch of bands. I don't know if it's just all boy bands.
But here's the other thing of the 2000s is, like, there's kind of some ruthless humor in here, because they're basically, the first thing they do is have, like, Josie and their group, like, we introduced to them, and then the first gathering they have as their plotting. They're trying to get famous because we first see them in a bowling alley.
Yeah.
And they at the end of the night they come out with no money because they had to pay for bowling shoes to even be in there. So like they get home and they're watching the news the news story, and they're just this is why I was like, what is this movie? Because it felt like Airplane.
Yeah.
Because a news story came on from the MTV channel, like the MTV ass MTV News, and it was the death of the boy band, the disappearance of the boy band, and it is like not even that much longer into the story. There's like this underground group that like they go, we control everything, and they go, so how do you do it with these bands? And they go, don't you wonder why they always die in a plane crash? Or a drug overdose. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like they go there that hard?
Yeah,
oh,
those are the things that actually made me laugh about this movie. And after watching, I was telling Jackie, yo, you gotta watch this. She was like, you're a fan of Cheetah Girls and things like that. Like you will actually find appreciation to it. But it was like, look at the villain and how fucking how evil that motherfucker was. Like he was like, yo,
and that chick. And the chick that he worked for, she's ruthless, and like she's literally sat at a desk that went miles under the earth to a secret lair where they literally control everything that's popular. Yeah, and I'm like, well, in my head I go, well, this is probably based on some real. Somebody saw some shit. That's all I gotta say. Some famous person is trying to tell us something, but on the other hand, it's still hilarious that they're poking fun at this stuff this hard. Yeah, I was like, yo, like this movie, I can kind of describe it as like part, like, not a hopeful tale, but it's like a tale where you want to root for the good guys. Yeah. But the good guys exist in this parody world. So it's like I said, Merc, it's like Josie and the Pussycats end up looking like the most wholesome characters on this planet because everybody else in this world is crazy. Like the world just seems nuts. They accept all this crazy bonkers shit that goes on. Yeah. Like that's how I feel about it. Like, wow, all right. Okay.
I really enjoyed it. Like I actually lined up enjoying the movie. I found it funny. That opening scene just had me. Yeah, I was on the floor laughing for that opening scene because I did not expect them to die like that. I don't remember this movie like that. So I was like, holy shit, they died already. God damn. They played to the tropes of it being a teen movie and stuff like that. Well, I'm not saying a teen movie, but it was like a. So if you a little later, the Cheetah Girls with Raven Simone and that 3LW chick, I forgot her name, but they do like a kind of a thing too that they got pulled out of nowhere and became a band and things like that. This was kind of that kind of story. They also have the songs and things like that. If you actually watch the old Josie and the Pussycat cartoon, or even saw them on the side as the Archie comic and wise, they kind of just started the same way. So I appreciated the movie. It was better than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be a shit, but it was actually quite good.
There's a line. There's a line with a sister with the other two. The two agents. When they're on the private jet, and then the guy goes to her, "Why are you here?" And she says, "I was in the comic books." And then he goes, "What?" And she doesn't repeat herself. I was just like, "What is this movie?"
I like. This movie's gonna get points because of the creativity of how they just did shit in this movie. And then Alan Cummings, so like he was like the best character in this movie. He was so fucking evil. Oh man! And then the chick with him too. So what are you gonna give this movie?
I'll give it 3.5 because it definitely went past my expectations. Yeah. Just because of how silly it is, actually. Yeah.
So 3.5. It'll be your number 2 right now.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Well, it's 4 movies right now on the list. So. That's 3.5. I also gave it a 3.5. And it's actually right. Yeah, me and you also have it. 3.5. All right. So right now, so far for 4 movies we did, your top 4 is Unbreakable, Josie and the Pussycats, Monkey Bone, and X-Men. Mine are Unbreakable, Josie, okay, the same order.
Okay.
Huh?
I said okay.
Yep, same order. Next week is Pootie Tang.
And didn't somebody? Oh yeah! Shout out to Malcolm Bivens. I don't know if you saw the picture of him with the pink suit on.
Yeah.
And the caption said Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was literally like the same day.
Yeah.
That we put it that we were gonna watch Pootie Tang. So like, all right. No, we definitely have to watch this. All right.
So yeah, Pootie Tang is next week. I sent you a link that is actually free on YouTube right now, so
Gotcha.
you can watch it on there. And I'll give you a rundown of the month.
I believe Pootie Tang is a creation of Chris Rock and Louis C.K. I think it is.
Yes, it is from the Chris Rock show.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The Chris Rock show was very underrated. It was at HBO. It was on HBO.
I've only seen a few episodes, maybe like 1 or 2. No, more than one.
So
I haven't seen like the whole thing.
So there's one like thing that I remember clearly from that, and so there was one skit that this dude, they were like they had like newscasters and shit like that, and the guy was like, one of the big news things was like, oh, someone was just running the bank and just started slapping people upside their head.
Well,
and then you see the lady come out. He just running. He just slapped me upside my head. And you just see a dude with big ass hand in the bank just slapping people upside their head. That shit
well,
made me roll.
He caught Sami Zayn.
That was like one of the funniest shits. Pootie Tang was a spinoff off the Chris Rock show. He actually started during that in the Chris Rock show. So yeah, Pootie Tang is next week. The following week is Ghost World. After that is From Hell. After that is Blade 2, and starting May, Men in Black 2.
Nice.
Something about this list that I'm going to say, the fact that we're going more in depth in comic book and superhero movies, but comic book in general, there's going to be a lot of different genres in this list. Like Road to Perdition is based on a comic book. That's going to be a straight drama movie. That's like a very fucking sad movie. Then we're going to have movies like American Splendor, which is also some like indie kind of thing. Bulletproof Monk, which goes into a martial art style. And then we also have
they try.
The DC.
I saw Bulletproof Monk. They try. Okay? They try. That movie's not that great.
No, it's not. So yeah. So the next couple movies again: Ghost World, From Hell. Oh well, we got Pootie Tang next week. Ghost World, From Hell, Blade 2, Men in Black 2, Road to Perdition, and Batman and Spider-Man.
Nice.
So we got some good movies. We got some iffy movies and some things I haven't watched in a long time. So there's gonna be a lot of different style of movies, especially going into in the 2000s. There was a lot of indie books that got comic book movies as well. So we're actually gonna get into a lot of those.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. And that is Spotify. And we have a WordPress. So check us out.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark the Mic. Check out my Twitch. I might actually start the Sonic gameplay today around 4 o'clock. So stay tuned to that. I'll actually post it up on the multi-joint. I'll try to start playing part 1. Or should I play a bad one first? Let me see what I can find on the Xbox Game Pass. Cause I ain't buying them.
Of course not.
But I know I have Sonic Generations. I know I have Sonic Forces. I know I have Unleash. I know I have all the 1, 2, 3. I have the 4-1, 4 Part 2. I have Mania.
You gotta sit through that.
Huh?
You gotta sit through that.
Oh god, those are bad.
I know.
They weren't even good. Like they weren't. Like, I wanted them to be good, and I played it. I was like,
Yeah, nah, pass.
I'm excited to play Sonic 2. I love Sonic 2.
That game is hard.
It is hard.
I found out not too long ago. Mystic Cave is hard.
Mystic Cave is hard, and then Sonic 3 is also has a little difficulty.
I got to a point where that was like the one game that I mastered of the three.
Nice.
So that one's not too hard for me. But man, Mystic Cave whooped my ass recently.
That should be the opening. I like this one.
Yeah,
Those Sonic games are fucking awesome.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
Especially
are.
Sonic 2. Sonic 2 has some of the best.
If you believe or you don't believe the collaboration with Michael Jackson, I still believe they were not officially acknowledged. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I think more for 3, especially 3.
Yeah, definitely for 3.
Because he has
Definitely.
sound bites in some of the songs.
So, but they still never officially acknowledged that his voice is in there.
Well, why?
Because the controversy that happened
yes,
right
the
after.
scandals, yeah.
But then when he didn't go to jail, they never said, "Oh yeah."
Because once you blame, they want to keep.
Yeah,
looking.
exactly. So.
All right. Yeah. So I might be starting to stream. I'll probably stream a Sonic game today. So definitely check that out. And then yeah, I might do some figure photography sometime this week, because I want to kind of showcase the Super 7 Turtles with the original figure and the difference of the two. So I might actually do some streaming for those things. So definitely check that out.
Do it.
Always remember, follow the Jinkies.